Americans for Prosperity is a political slogan that often flashes across Facebook. Americans want their prosperity back, and it's not just the world, but the church. Many Christians think they are entitled to the best of everything. What if our country becomes like Pompeii and we are turned to ash? What of our prosperity then? America currently has voted in the most evil of leaders. We are under judgment as a nation. The nation, for the most part, seems oblivious to what is occurring with their chosen leaders, either in the world or the church. Both groups of people are so far from God, they don't know Him at all. He has made them dumber than a bunch of rocks, which at least can be brought to cry out to God if He chooses. The American leaders seem hungry for war, not realizing that their own lives may be obliterated by a madman. Rational, common sense thinking is not being done outside of plotting to gain more power over the population. Christians, for the most part, in America just want the old days back, their prosperity, their ability to make massive purchases, bigger houses, bigger cars, more vacations. It seems many in the world are never satisfied with the size of their homes. They want bigger bedrooms, bigger closets, bigger bathrooms. People are filled with greed. They want the very best of everything, and it's not just those in the world. Christians are drowning in their prosperity. They are becoming blind, deaf, and dumb. They are become as idols themselves. It is written, "They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not, neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them, so is every one that trusteth in them." Many seem oblivious to the current potential of annihilation. A most ridiculous public service announcement was made in New York recently in regards to what to do in the event of a nuclear attack. If there's a nuclear attack on New York, no one will be left alive to go remove their clothes and take a shower. But you see, this is the intelligence level that man comes to when they forsake the living God. He comes to a point where he turns men and women over to become an abomination before him, to where they believe anything the wicked tell them. And we are at that place. The thought came to me the other morning. When we witness the legitimizing of insanity, we are near the collapse of humanity. Although I do not recommend a steady diet of news, I had that day viewed partially a video where a gay couple was calling their new baby a baby, not divulging its gender, a genderless child. This is insanity, and the news media gives it legitimacy. I also yesterday actually took the time to view Tucker Carlson's interview with Ye West. I sat up and really listened when it came time for Ye to talk about his spirituality. I had already seen him with Joel Osteen a couple of years ago, so I knew pretty much what I was going to be in for. I especially noted what he has to say about 5 minutes and 49 seconds into the video, and you should too. Don't be taken in by this fella. We will post a link to it in the More box below this video. Mr. West, like Trump, has an ego that, if not forsaken, will lead him to hell. Mr. West has obviously had some contact with, directly or indirectly, the NAR, New Apostolic Reformation, and those of the RCC, Roman Catholic Church. Also, the One World Religion folks. I would hazard a guess, at least. The interview was very revealing to me. I think many Christians will be taken in to accept the Antichrist in the end, because he, like West, is going to be the biggest deceiver ever known to mankind. Many Christians praise Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens and hold them in high esteem at the least. Don't get me wrong here, I'm not saying these people do not have some good things to say and good points to make, but do not let them deceive you with their fine words and good intentions. West and Owens and Carlson all believe they can change the world. They have no idea the day and hour they are living in. They understand the demonic, perhaps, more than the truth of the Word of God. We, as the children of God in this hour, should not be on the lookout for someone to rise up to save us all, because if you feel that way, you are halfway ready to accept the Antichrist. We have one who has saved us already, and we are awaiting his return to gather us to himself.